Seems to be a lot of action. My golden girls.
You only like me because I have food.
This is my favorite part. I knew I really wanted to give back to my local community. I hope the nanny's okay. Good morning. Took the doggies for a little stroll back here, and then I was walking by the barn and I could hear the familiar rumble, the deep baritone of some happy boys. And then I did the math. I'm like, ooh, today's day 18. And there are some ladies that are feeling fine today. So yeah, just a couple in every pen, I would say. But I was hoping, based on the activity in the first cycle, that there wouldn't be too many, but there's definitely a few. That means we're gonna have babies right up till mid to late April, I guess that would be. Because I think the first ones are probably due around March 31st, and then the last ones would be 21 days from there. So like around the 20th. But that's okay. As long as they're preggo, I am not angry about it. There just seems to be a lot of action. I did come out to check on my ewes. I'm staying pretty close to home because this could happen literally any day. I think we're down to 9 days. I think there's 9 days before these ladies are due. So I'll probably start setting the barn up Monday, I think. I'm just trying to sort of rest before this whole thing starts to take place. I think maybe they'll wait, which would be ideal. All right, it is just before lunchtime. I wanted to show you guys what I do have ready for the launch. I don't know when the launch is going to be. I'm waiting for like one whole sort of half of the launch. I did some wool. I did a little bit of clothing, but on the other side, I did a whole bunch of print stuff. So I worked with my good friend Aggie again. When did I have her here? In the summer. Tomatoes that's Big Mama up there. Yeah. Extremely talented artist, and I worked with her last year. We did some greeting cards, so we did those again. We did some prints, some stickers, but I was supposed to get sent a sample of everything and I haven't seen anything yet. So that will either be in the launch or we'll have to go ahead with the launch without it. I'm at the point now where I'm like, I don't know what to do. I want to get this stuff out before lambing starts. Okay, without further ado, so of course I did my natural wool. All this is pretty popular. So Mariposa did the 3 weight, so the DK weight and the bulky, the 5 weight bulky. So we have that natural wool, plus the place in Quebec did a beautiful job on my 4 worsted weight. And we have a lot of this because this is the most popular. So we have natural, plain natural white. And then you know me, I always do a feature. I have decided to make a Golden Girls collection. So we did a feature wool. So it's all their colors. We got some brown and white and black and silvers. I tried to just encompass all the colors of my Golden Girls. I got new logos all made up. And then we did a ornament felting kit. So we did all of them in a kit. So we have Margie, Billy's mom, I think that's popcorn, Ruby, tomatoes, and so that might be Big Mama. Ruby, tomatoes, and popcorn. I think that's, yeah, because it follows these guys, I think. They come already, like the ball's already made, and then you just decorate them. And there's tutorials for all the kits on Mariposa's webpage. Which brings me to, if you're on my email list, I had a little surprise drop a couple weeks ago, or last week, and I was really excited about this one, and we'll probably repeat it next year because they went pretty quick. I only made 60 because they were tedious to make, the poor girls. There's only 2 girls that are doing all this stuff. So I said, let's start with like the smallest order of boxes that I could get because they're really expensive. The boxes were ridiculously expensive. So yeah, and it was our advent calendar. You'll see more of this if you watch my vlogs come December, because I'm gonna try to do one every day. Yeah, every day is a new craft. And again, they did a full tutorial on YouTube, so 24 days worth of tutorials. And I'm really excited to do this for Vlogmas, so stay tuned for that. So those are sold out. You can't get any more of this, but I will try to repeat that next year if it looks like people want it, which it looks like they do. Which brings me to sort of the thing that I'm most proud of, and I can't wait to share it with you guys. I've been wanting to for a while. As you know, this year has been rough, and I spent a lot of hours in the waiting room looking around and seeing just how many people are affected by cancer, all the families, kids that are waiting for their parents to come out of chemo, or their parents waiting for kids to come out of chemo, or spouses or partners. It was awe-inspiring in not the way you want to be inspired at all. If anything, it was just like, I was so ignorant to this whole side of life, thankfully. But all summer I'm like, what can I do to give back? I have this beautiful community who constantly wanted to like help in any way they could. People wanted to do GoFundMe, so I'm like, no, like we have good healthcare, we're good. But I'm like, not everybody can take off work like I could, really. A lot of people would have to put their jobs on hold to go to treatment. I feel like more research needs to be done and all the things. So what I decided to do, I talked to Aggie again, and I got her to create a logo that would encompass sort of the unraveling of sort of how I felt this summer. And I said, but I really want to have the lavender ribbon, the cancer awareness ribbon. And when I Googled all cancer, it was lavender. So that is what we decided on, and she did an amazing job. So we have hoodies, lavender hoodies. So that's a little wool ball, and it's sort of unraveled from the cancer awareness ribbon. And then of course I've just got my little logo there on the shoulder. So we did the hoodie, we did a t-shirt, and then we did dryer balls with the cancer ribbon on it. And lastly, we did a cancer, the girls just got these done like 2 weeks ago, but the lavender, it's more of a dark, it's more of a purple. That actually matches really well with the embroidered ribbon, actually. This is the cancer awareness campaign, I guess, that I ended up doing. Proceeds from all these sales are going to go to 2 places. The London Regional Cancer Program, and that's the hospital that just went through all her treatment in London, Ontario. And the other one is actually a little closer to home, and it's a little different. And if I get talking about it too much, I'll probably get weepy. But a local family started up a palliative care, like an end-of-life home, a home away from home, I guess, called Jessica's House, because they lost a daughter about the same age as Jess to cancer, I believe, as well. I knew I really wanted to give back to my local community, because people send me like food and cards and would stop me at the grocery store and just like give me all their best wishes, and wanted to make sure Jess was okay. And I didn't know what to do community-wise. And Mark said, what about Jessica's house? And I'm like, you know what? Yeah. So proceeds to all the cancer stuff is going to those 2 places, and I'm really proud of that. I think the one thing I forgot to show you guys is our billy wool. I scoured for like a year and a half or 2 years to get enough wool to be able to get it processed. So I think we only ended up with like 90 skeins of these. So they'll go really fast. I apologize. And the other thing is, this was the label for this year with, and I named it Billy's Winter Coat. I like just to name things different every year. Half of them got printed off wrong, so they used like an older version. So you might get this label or you might get the other label, but don't panic. It's the same wool. It's the exact same wool. So this is their pure, it's not been dyed. So you'll see like there's variations, there's straw and particles still in the wool, but I love it. It's Billy, it's beautiful. And Willow, I think Willow's in this too. That is what I've been working on all year, basically. And along with the girls, Karen and Cherie at Mariposa have just been goddesses, and I love them so much. They've done so much, so I thank them. And yeah, I just thank you guys for being just such a wonderful community. It's weird thinking that strangers on the internet can be just so absolutely generous and supportive and encouraging, and I just really felt it this year. Like I really authentically felt loved and held, and I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's gonna be the launch.
There's 4 like personal flyers.
Good morning, it's Sunday. I just finished feeding the ladies. It's sort of my favorite time of day. It's quiet. I can hear myself sort of think when I'm thinking. No babies. We are on baby watch sort of full force now. We are 8 days from due date, and there are a few udders that are starting to bloom up here, but nothing too crazy. So I'm wondering if we will be a little closer to their due date than sometimes we can be. The last 2 lambings, we were half done on their due date. So we'll see if that trend continues. Quite often my winter and lambing is pretty close to the due date, or after if I wrote it down in the calendar wrong. I did take a couple seconds first thing this morning, get this pen sort of emptied out of ewes. They have oodles of room. There's only like 70 ewes back there, so they got a ton of space back there. They didn't need this whole area. I wanted this sort of on its own and ready for me to set up some lambing pens. And then I'll likely set up the bottle pen here again. It just seems to work really nice here. So I'll put the nanny here and the Christmas tree here, maybe. We'll see. We have time. Chris is off today. She had a Christmas party last night with her boyfriend. So Mark and I are taking the morning just to do some odds and sods. I'm doing chores. He is putting more equipment away. I think we are sort of done field work for the year, which is great for him. So he's just making the mad dash before the snow starts to hit. I think they're calling for snow quite a few days this week, like a chance. So we'll see what that looks like. We're sort of coming off the harvest hangover, if you will. We've been sort of slow catching our breath again. You know, I did a whole day in the life of these golden girls on Friday, and they were like barely outside at all. And it's 9:45 and they're outside on the pasture, probably waiting for me because I'm late getting out here apparently. They saw me, so they hightailed it to the barn.
Oh, hi. Marge. Tomatoes. Popcorn. Billy's mom. Hello, baby. How are you? Hi. You only like me because I have food. It's not very nice. I'm fine with it though. Okay. Hi.
My freshly weaned, I guess they're not freshly weaned, my latest weaned lambs look really good. These guys transitioned really, really well. It's been a good group basically since they were born in September. So yeah, it's just nice to see them growing. Mark just asked me very nicely if I could help him put away all this stuff, starting with the wagons. All the wagons need put under cover for the winter, and then if we can get at it, we've cleaned out the shed down the road that we can put some of these odds and sods away this year so they're not like sitting here. We do accumulate a lot of random equipment. What are you two doing? We're taking a little time out. We came back to the cabin to put another log on the fire. I think my parents are going to try to visit this afternoon. So I think the plan is to bring them back to the nice cozy cabin. So Mark started a fire first thing this morning. He's going to just stoke it and put another log on the fire, and then we will continue putting stuff away. We got all the wagons away. Now I think we're going to work at our used equipment lot. We meet again. We are getting ready for book club. This is our third, right?
Yes, it is.
It's pretty exciting. Jess is pretty sleepy though, because she was partying all weekend.
Not as bad as I was earlier.
And Grandma and Grandpa came for a visit. So yeah, we've been sort of hibernating in the house for the last few hours. But we're getting ready to go live here. If you haven't heard, we do a book club once a month, usually at the end of every month. And we pick a book. We get everybody to choose between 3 within the first like 24 hours. We do a poll on your community.
I think we're going to do it on the Instagram page.
Oh yeah, we started a new Instagram page today. I think we're going to do all our communication over there, but the book club will always still be on Jess's YouTube channel.
Can you do me a big favor?
What?
Before you get comfy, can you set up that ring light for me?
Oh, right. We have to get the lighting. Okay. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
This is when everyone's going, hi, 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 hi.
I love it when that happens.
This is my favorite part. Oh, hello, vlog. You guys are the best. Why didn't we start doing this ages ago? You guys are our people. Good morning. It is Monday. I'm waiting for my vehicle to warm up because it's so cold today. We are in a snow squall watch, so I thought I would take a few hours today, get my groceries, go deliver some goodies. I've got a few things from my launch that I want to give to some very special people, one being a nurse that Jess worked very closely with, and yep, she got us through some pretty hard days. And then the other one is the ornaments I made for my sister-in-law, so I have those. And then Carissa asked me if I would get her a new scraper because there's nothing left of the scraper she uses because she uses it every day. And then I'm going to spend the afternoon in my barn, maybe setting up some lambing pens and perhaps putting up some Christmas decorations. Excuse me. All right, we are officially 1 week away from the due date of these ladies. So I have opened up this front sort of bit here, and I have set up some lambing pens just in case. What we found since we've opened this side up when they're lambing, I find the first ones that are lambing, instead of lambing way at the back, the first ones do seem to sort of snuggle up here because I think they just want to be away from traffic. So it's been nice to not have to carry lambs from way at the very back and around the corner into here. But we'll see if they do that again. That could have been just fluke. But I do want to get this opened up just so they can get used to nesting here if they want, if they wish. I hope they do. I think the next thing I'm going to do is set up my nanny and get her situated. And then if I still have time, I'd love to get my Christmas tree set up. Why? Siblings. Get along, children. That's right. I don't think that's savable.
Oh, no, sorry. There, just duct tape. Mm-hmm. Isn't like the farmer fix
No,
duct tape and baler twine?
I don't think so.
Well, put your vet wrap on it.
See.
Like it's like a lamb with a broken leg.
I could, I guess.
You can practice for the upcoming lambing season.
Well, I guess if that's the only thing broken, it's okay.
Just your pride. Your pride's broken.
My pride is shattered. That's twice. Lucky me, I am on my way back to town because I had another little mishap with my telehandler and the nanny. The nanny is not drunk. That is entirely my bad. Mark just said my forks weren't wide enough underneath it, so that they just leaned to one side, and then you saw the rest. I hope the nanny's okay. It looked okay. The good thing about building that sort of insulated box is it's sort of cushioned. So she's had a couple rough landings, and so far we've made out okay. So I just thought I better slip to town today because I forgot Jess has a doctor's appointment tomorrow in London, and the weather's supposed to be really sketchy. So I thought, you know what, it's almost 4 o'clock. I may just as well go and get that now and not fight the weather tomorrow. All right, well, the lights are all working, so that's sort of a plus. The birds have knocked down a few. Oh, these lights are out. Darn it, right at the beginning. I might just say, meh. The birds have sort of unraveled a couple spots. So if I get a free day this week, I will just climb up and fix those up a bit just because I don't like that. But our tree has lights. I'm gonna decorate it. I might put the ornaments on another day. It's getting kind of late tonight, and I'm getting kind of cold. Here she is in all her glory.